Aquarius, hi, welcome to October. You are a fighter, Aquarius, and the good kind. This month, such energy for you, such primary action, such vitality. Everything is going to be very intense, but things are lining up for you. Education, publication, writing, learning, these are things that all are coming to a head. Your career is super important this month. You are going to get a reward, you're going to get opportunities, but there is a lot of creative energy you are working with. A lot of everything that makes you you. So this is a general reading for Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, or any other energies, Jupiter, if you are willing to check when it comes to teachings. But I do feel for you that this is the month where everything will change. It's one thing after the other. It's going to be a lot, so it's important to take really good care of yourself. And in these moments that you're going to take off and take time for yourself, this is where you're going to get the biggest inspirations and biggest liberations, because your life and your everything is collaborating with you for you to step to the higher level, next level of your purpose, and it is here for you, and you're getting all the stuff done. So with a lot of forward movement energy, with all this fire and this vitality, and you being brought back to this raw execution of this is life and I'm doing it and I'm standing vital in it, your vitality can be challenged. So do take care of your immune system, take some supplements, the ones that you feel are correct for you, because you're such a visionary. I cannot advise that, I'm not a doctor. I do feel that zinc is going to be very important, as especially if you live in the Northern Hemisphere and we've entered fall, and fall is being so accurate this time around. So, and already like the first, we start the month with a full moon, right? And it's in Aries. So Aries, that's like right up what you're gonna teach in the world, what you're gonna bring out there, what you're publishing. And I do see that there is great honor here for you in the beginning of the month. You are really moving forward and really going with the ride of transformation of your life. You're looking at changing the different things. Maybe you want to move away from home. Maybe you have already been looking at other locations to live at, and this is playing quite vividly in your mind, that you are really literally envisioning and going to do the steps, take the actions to build your new life elsewhere. This can also be a completely new life in the place where you already live, creating new community, creating new graces for you coming in as well. So you are going to ask yourself questions this month, and you've been doing a lot of introspection already over the last year. It started already in the beginning of the year, since January, and so much of that is leading up to what you are bringing to the world. It is feeding you, and it's not yet there fully, because once we're going to reach the end of December of this year, things are going to take off so fast you are not going to believe it, Aquarius. And I'll be with you here to see what is up then. But for now, for October, around the 5th, you are going to have this kind of maybe a little doubt about, like, what am I doing here, which is the path that I should take. Whereas things are like, you start a month with like a clarity, with vision, and with your leadership and feeling in your power. But you might ask yourself some questions. We all do, like, we have to question ourselves from time to time. And these questions are good for you, because that's your transformative force. That's going to be so important for you to sit with yourself and listen to yourself in that moment. What do you really want? What is going to help you fulfill your purpose on the longer term? What makes you truly happy, and what gives you a feeling of honorability, and from the most humble place possible. Like, not I want honor, I want all that, but there is a big honor coming your way. There's a big honor coming your way, and already in the beginning of the month you're gonna get a lot of glimpses from that. There are many ideas that are playing out here. Like, you're on fire, your mind is on fire, you have ideas and you want to take them far, you want to take them all the way. Maybe you have been writing things that are now going to see the light during this month of October. But your questions that you're asking yourself are really very pure in a sense. They're like, okay, is this aligned with what I came here to do on this planet? Is this aligned with my life purpose? What can I do to really fully transform in the next best version of me? That's what's going on for you here. And then at the center, Temperance. So you have been having quite some losses, and some of them have only been mentally and emotionally expressed. It's like the story wasn't even necessary anymore. Like you didn't have to include a cast of people to play out all of your subconscious, and you've been doing so much work consciously or unconsciously throughout these months of 2020. And there is going to be such a fresh new energy for you. There's going to be a moment of truth for you here. A moment around the 13th to 14th where you're going to be like, wow, okay, I now fully see, embody and live the life that I was asked to live. And although it seemed like muddy and confusing and wet and dirty and like, is this really necessary? You're gonna see why you lost, because we never really lose anything, like why certain things had to be cut out of your field, why certain people had to go, why you had to die to certain situations that were really beautiful illusions in a way. And when they were lived, when they were there and they were your reality, of course they were not really illusions. It's just that now they are not serving you, and if we live in that cloud of past that is not moving you forward, and you cannot take anything else but the truth now. And the truth, I mean, there's a shedding of this idea of we have one truth. Life is about appreciating the variety of opinions, but you're starting to see and also to communicate to people that the truth that works for you now, great, but let's open the perspective, and we all have our own reality and we all have our own truth. But you're gonna live like, when you're gonna have that epiphany, you're gonna have that realization, and it's going to be like, bam, this is why this happened, and this is why it was so difficult, and why there was this struggle and this contraction, as if you were walking down a really small alley here, literally, with this card. And these things, they are now coming into light, and you see like, wow, okay, this is where I can go with this is what I can do with that. And that's really fabulous for you here, and you're going to be delighted about that. There's a whole fresh new start for you on the 16th of October. So you're going to have that epiphany, and then you're going to be like, okay, this is what I need to do. This is the intention that I'm setting. And it has something to do with the things that you are thinking of, that you're writing, the things that you process from your subconscious. Maybe you did some past life work, or you did some soul work, anything that you're interested in, because it's been a lot about endings and seeing what you don't need anymore this whole year. And that is now receiving a point of focus within this day in the middle of the month that will design the path forward, and you will see it so clearly, and it will have great honor for you. And then we have beautiful, see, so we have another full moon this month on the 31st, so that's right on Samhain, on Halloween and Samhain. So you are going towards a choice and commitment. So there's a continuous fine-tuning going on, and you're more like dancing with life again, whereas you come from a place of like, oh, there's a contraction, all this sober energy that you've been feeling, and like this cold shower of reality that is not really you, Aquarius, because you are the visionary, you are the future, you want to bring the future into the present continuously with your amazing sense of intuition, and your intuition is going to be back, but it never left you. Your connection with spirit was very much there in 2020. It's just that now you are going to see why it had to be so sobering, why it had to be so much about cold hard material truths, because you are setting into place all the pieces that is going to drive you to your ideal future. Look at this beauty. This is the Serenity card, the Serenisme, and the Lovers. So this is a divine love, a divine union about you truly being who you are. I'm going to clarify, because perhaps this means that someone is coming in if you are single, but now I'm reading general. So you are the eagle, you know, you are having an eagle's view, and it's like you see everything float, as you have already left the human plane, like Aquarius, Pisces have left the human plane, and you're seeing the big picture all the time. So you might have lost that a bit, in the sense that you were not feeling your purpose. And already last month there was a big clearance about that, and you were feeling your joy again, and you knew that there was light at the end of the tunnel. And this light now, it's truly here for you in October, but it's a very, very charged month. So for you, it's going to be important to focus on what you really love to do. What is it that you actually love to do? What is it that you actually want to create in your life, and where did you take some steps in this sobering energy that were just for you being able to execute all this material stuff? And this can be like, let me be less vague, so this can be like financial things that you had to sort out, not bad things, actually good things, but you maybe had to sort out a structure for your business, you had to take care of your real estate, all of that, and that demanded for you to have a more earthy perspective. Now it's like the eagle is rising again, you are flying up, you're rising from the ashes, and you can see it all working together again. Love returns, and this is the true divine feeling of love that is going to allow you, if you are single and looking for, and I mean, this is not the most romantic energy we have had. The Saturn in Capricorn, it's not really, and Jupiter in Capricorn especially, it's not really so romantic and expansive. So that's something that it's gonna clear fully at the end of the year, but already now you are feeling that, okay, it's going to be possible for you again to feel that. And when you almost as if you had let go, and you're just like, okay, I'm going to just fully focus on myself, and that was the right pathway. And especially now with this vitality and you getting this stuff done, this is going to be a big push for you, You are going to receive like a beautiful award at the end of the month that is going to give you great peace of heart and peace of mind. This can come, I'm going to clarify, but this can come in the shape of a person that you are going to meet, or a inner feeling like, okay, this was beautiful, this is great, or actually just someone who wants to hire you to do like a big thing, or who wants to collaborate with you to do a big thing, and a big thing like really like a life project together, and you are bursting with ideas to serve humanity this month. I'm really liking this a lot for you. Okay, just let's get deeper into this. Wonderful. So the beginning of the month. So this long process of undoing here is getting a culmination for you to find your honor. 994. I already said it, but the 13th is going to be such an important day for you. Beyond the many, many pivotal moments in this month, right? It's really intense. So you're sitting on something, you're thinking about something, about different offers, about different things that you are, I'm seeing you romantically at the beginning of the month still like holding back. You are holding back because of mental process that is coming to an end, but that wasn't completely fulfilled yet. If you are in a relationship with someone, or you are having something, or you're in a committed relationship, there's some inner work that you have been doing, and you're asked to, as much as possible, not project on the other. We project a lot of things, so you are actually looking, what part of me did I not integrate? And you have been integrating so many parts of you, and it feels like a whole new you. And this whole new you, there is like, it's like impulse after impulse for you to like, spirit is so strong for you here, I feel it. Whatever crumbled in the past is being transformed into your strength, your inspiration, your art, your beauty, and most possibly also in, if you would be single at the moment and looking for someone, well, not looking, inviting someone in or opening up to that again, all these things are just gonna so beautifully culminate in this significant other. I'm seeing you being very creative. I'm seeing you writing a lot, and actually I'm seeing you writing or creating something. Like, there's a processing going on. There's a processing coming to an end. There's something with words, with thought, with ideas that have been coming at you, and you maybe thought, like, I haven't been creative at all with this sobering energy, but you have been so creative, Aquarius. Trust yourself in every second of this beautiful journey we are taking together. With Nine of Swords and Nine of Wands together here, it's like spirit is so high for you. Let me clarify this Nine of Wands and this Nine of Swords together, because this is really you transforming every worry that you had into something wonderful and beautiful that you can offer the world, and that is just showing you in such a beautiful light and wonderful, splendid glory. Oh yes. So we have the Sun here for you, and the Ten of Cups, which is this ultimate fulfillment. So we go from two nines, and one that is like the end of a long worrying anxiety cycle of sitting up at night and insomnia. Not that you have that, like some of you might, but there's been like intense stuff going on for you. Like, there is something that you are going to see about your childhood that you had forgotten about. And this is an important question for you. It might be about your mother, and if she is still walking this earth, you might want to ask her if she has a dream that she would still like to fulfill in her life, because that might give you a clue as to how wrap up this psychological process you have been going through, this cleaning out the closet of your subconscious, and this maturation of your subconscious to a place where, yes, you're a sensitive person, yes, you can feel the atmosphere, yes, you see everything like at once with this clear vision of yours. But how can I integrate that? How can you integrate that in a life still doing this 3D stuff, still watering the plants, still like having a function in the world, like cooking for yourself, things like that, you know? So there's something about that meditation process. It can also, it doesn't have to be your mother, it can be your father as well, if you are a man. But there's something about your childhood that you are going to revisit. And this might have to do with this epiphany moment at the beginning of the month, right around the 1st, when you are maybe watching this at the full moon. Or it could rather transpire around the 5th and the 6th, where you know that there is a true transformation, a true inner transformation to be made for you to walk towards this truth and this love that it's not at all this total fusion anymore where you lose yourself in the other, but that is like a healthy love, with the serenity that comes from a healthy emotional detachment from everything that is not ours, because we have our own emotional experience. I see you getting very self-sufficient with that, and also very creative. It's like the sun rose again for you. It's in all areas of your life. It's in love, it's in work, it is in your health. And I'm not saying that health is completely that you have to like work on your immune system, because your life is going to ask a lot from you this month, Aquarius. So make sure that you take good care of you. But the sun is there, so you are knowing right now, like, okay, there is this big creation that I'm going to do. I'm going to create something so beautiful. Like, my life is my work of art, and I'm just dedicated to it. And you are seeing the full the rainbow of your emotional fulfillment. It's right there for you. You can taste it, you can feel it. You know that it is coming for you. And so you can ask this question to your mother and meditate on that, and see, like, is there something, because you cannot do the work of your parents, right? The more you choose you, and the more you take care of you, your parents, it just like dissolves, and they get their healing from you, from you, and you don't even have to communicate. That's done psychically. It's in the etheric body. It's happening. So this is about you. It's about you. So your inner child, you're going to feel that again, but the happy inner child. How can you rewrite that? If there are things that need to be transformed, rewrite that. Say thanks for the experiences that were maybe nasty. And you are having a total renaissance here, a total revival, and it's going to be really beautiful for you here. I love this. The Sun and the Ten of Cups together, and we have the Lovers and Serenity as an outcome. I think this is your best reading that I have done in a very long time. Let me clarify. Temperance and Lavenel here. I'm also getting this message that you're no longer alienating yourself. You're no longer so attracted to what is alien. You are more and more in your humanity, and you are more and more there, and accepting that some ties just needed to be cut, whatever that means for you when you hear this. All right. Okay, go. You are taking center stage, Aquarius. You have grown so much. There is going to be a moment where you're like considering, like, okay, should I really live here? Maybe I have outgrown this place, and we talked about it in the beginning. So you are looking at what is the next living environment, what are the next physical circumstances that I would need to really thrive in who I am becoming, in my profession, in your gift to the world. I'm seeing you having a very important moment right around the 22nd, 23rd. There is going to be a moment of spotlight on you. You're going to receive a lot of attention, and it's not just going to be like from around you, from the people who are really near to you, you have contact with on a day-to-day basis. No, it's a lot wider. It's the world which is looking at you and reaching out to you and really seeing you. I think that is very beautiful. I'm seeing also that you try to wear some green if you can. Connect with the color green. That's on the fifth ray of light, which is an Aquarian ray of light, and coming into incarnational love right now. And this works with the Tibetan. So this is Tibetan astrology. This might be something you want to look into. It's a good time to get a reading. I do esoteric astrology readings. You can find my website below. But that aside, like there is this moment where you're gonna receive a lot of attention, and there is a reward, and we talked about it in the beginning. Like it's a recognition. That's the word that I'm looking for. It's a recognition from the world and from all corners of your life, from all. And where you felt like maybe like, oh my God, I was crucified, that's now just receiving this glorious light. I'm seeing you very much at the center of your life again. We have the sun here, we have here the 9 of Wands. Like there's a lot of Leo energy in your reading. And Leo is your 7th house, so it's as if you are not in a committed relationship, as if you are receiving the inspiration of the other, or of what that relationship should be like, and you are really creating a space where you are the vibration that you want to invite in the shape of a person. That's something that's on the parallel really working out for you. But in October, very much about you and your art. So when you go back, when you ask yourself, okay, when I was a kid, what really made me feel the happiest? When was I really, and not from a place of praise, because there is this, I'm seeing this wounded child energy that is finally being healed. With the sun, there is a lot of healing. With the Lovers and Serenity, there's a lot of healing. With the World card here, there's really a beautiful completion and recognition. 6 of Wands, you have a victory, and a victory, there's a culmination of like everything that you have been doing, and some things like really had nothing to do with the other. You felt like, oh, how I'm going to create this into, like merge this into one holistic thing, and it's going to be all clear for you this month. Like when we have this new moon in Libra on the 16th, it's going to be so obvious for you what the path is, and I'm seeing you also meeting someone. This can be a teacher from the past, someone you really connected with from the past. A teacher in all the shapes that a teacher can have. You know, it can be an ex-lover, it can be a literal teacher, it can be a YouTube teacher. But there is going to be a connection that is this person is going to inspire you, give you an advice, maybe a literal advice, but also this person is going to inspire you to really move forward in the direction that you are moving. And maybe he or she is going to give you an angle from where to work, which is going to concentrate all the knowledge that you have gathered over these last years. And you have gathered a lot of knowledge, and this is about your humanity and how to stand in the world true in your power and to create the abundance that you are, because you are worthy and you're so loved here. I'm seeing a lot of love here for you. Let me clarify this Queen of Pentacles, because as I see it here, it's like there is a vision of a place where you are drawn to, where you want to live, and you are receiving a lot of insights on how to materialize this dream. And you're feeling strong there. The vision that you have of your Garden of Eden, where you want to set up your life, where you truly want to build, where you're going to feel free, where you're going to be flying high, be the bird that you are, be the eagle that you are, feel that freedom in your chest. There's like a whole cycle of disappointments around it, and not really disappointments, these were just points of growth, points of evolution. But all that sadness now, you took a deep hard look at it and you're like, I am done with that. And this is turning out so beautifully for you, and you are receiving and finding within yourself the courage to move along with this plan. I'm seeing you, many of you, like literally move over water. I mean, this is a symbolical thing as well for Aquarius, because Aquarius in the symbol is the human who carries the waters of wisdom through the air and showers the people with that love, with love and wisdom, which is the same thing as heart-centered energy. So there's this knowing that, okay, now I can fully go for it, and this is the place where you want to live part of your adult life, where you want to mature and where you feel inspired to do so in like a peace and calm, and it's a beautiful environment that you're going to create for yourself. I'm really, really loving this month for you, Aquarius. So I'd like to get a bit more about this recognition and this award energy here that we have for you. Wow. All right. Wow, okay. So there is interesting, I'm sorry for the pause, I was so into it. You have had a disconnect in the sense, like, you were like, okay, I'm pressing the pause button on love for a while, and I'm just going to contemplate and be stable and do my stuff, because you were, as I said, going through this psychological process. Now the sun is shining again, and like we have this recognition, but like I wanted to talk about that, but then I've got all this love stuff coming up. So there is this energy of your soulmate, like that's my message for you actually, your soulmate, and you have many, you have several, it's not just one thing. Souls incarnate in clusters, and then they find each other when the time is right. There is someone out there looking for you, and what you are doing right now is vital for that relationship to be a success. We have 3 of Wands and 9 of Pentacles here. This is somebody who has traveled a long road as well. So it's going to be necessary for you to be mature, because this is a spiritual partnership that is coming for you if you are single. And I'm going to continue for a moment with the single point of view. I'll move to the coupled part right after. So we have this is you building your home with this person, and you first had to go through a process to feel truly at home within yourself, to feel truly secure within yourself, because we have this abundant energy of expansion that is coming in for you with this person, and that is about you living your independent fighter warrior self within this couple. You're gonna do it together, but in the parallel as well. So it's already happening in the parallel, of course. Yet this is not an energy of someone with whom you both are interested in a spiritual partnership. So there is a lot of personal stuff that needed to be cleared out, so it wouldn't be projected on the other. That's what I'm hearing, and that's where you're at now. So you are feeling good within yourself, and you're patiently waiting for this person. And you're gonna find each other. You're not really waiting for the person, and that's the beauty of it. You are just doing you, but getting ready to move and to expand. If you are with someone, there is a process between the two of you that has ended, and you are looking at new horizons. There the question is this the person I am looking at the new horizons with, or is this a new person? That's the question here. I would like to clarify that, because I'm seeing you here strong in your independence and your willingness to move forward with life, to discover, to taste, to feel. There is a walking away from an old situation. Being right never served anyone. That's a message that I'm getting. So This is about constructive communication, this is a very good month to learn how to not react and how to act from the heart and not succumb to impulses. That's what I'm seeing, which is the advice I can give you if this is an existing relationship with a soulmate. When it comes to this recognition is going to bring you, it's going to bring you abroad, it's going to widen your scope. You're going to get the recognition that is going to have the possibility of you reaching a wider public and of you reaching greater abundance and prosperity. There is great wealth for you here, and wealth, obviously, it's not really what you're interested in if you cannot share it, but it's going to help you to get to the next stage of your life, to get to this location or to this home that is more aligned now with who you have become, that is representing you more, and that also allows you to do the job that you are doing. This might be also a month that you are looking to expand your career online. So in that case, you will want to have your home environment adapted to that. Maybe you will do something on YouTube, but this is about you really getting to that place like, okay, I'm ready to expand, to be at the center of my life. And this is really beautiful. And I feel that this recognition and this award that you're gonna get, this might be from a very influential person who is going to open a door for you and open a vision for you that allows you to create more money, literally create more money in your life. Is there something, because this is getting pretty long, this reading, I got a bit on fire. Let me see, is there something that Aquarius needs to know about this beauty here at the end of the month? What is the Lovers and Serenity about? And just like the cards, this time around, it's like I cannot shuffle anymore. Okay. Ace of Cups, Justice, and Princess of Pentacles. Beautiful. Again, you are at the center here. You have clear vision. You feel in your heart this is a new start emotionally at the end of the month. This is a new start, and this is so beautiful. Look at this card. It's overflowing. You're overflowing with love. You're overflowing with love, and this can be someone coming in, an earth sign or a Libra. An earth sign or a Libra, but this is someone who has great heart and great vision, and someone with whom there will be ultimate balance of give and take. And that's what you're striving for now, to not need outer validation in a sense, so you can just be two entities coming together in perfect harmony. If this is a person Aquarius is meeting, can I get some details about the meeting? I'm also seeing you meeting this person here when you are maybe organizing a something psychic is going on here. It's very psychic. This is somebody with a beautiful, beautiful gaze. At the same time, in this person's eyes, you're gonna see a certainty, a knowing, and a serenity, a calm. This is somebody who's going to love nature as well, and who is going to inspire you more to get to that place where you can surround yourself with plants, with natural elements. This is a very natural connection. It's going to feel very familiar. It is something that you've always wanted to feel, and you haven't felt in a very long time. If this person does not manifest at the end of the month, this is the person that will come into your life at the start of 2021. This person is already in your field, and it's maybe you haven't seen them yet in the flesh, but this is definitely here for you. Someone who has a maturity on like just how to do the daily stuff of life as well. This is somebody with whom you're going to feel that calm in your chest center. And now you're just building up the strength to make that choice of commitment. Your intuition is going to be so high this month. You are receiving so many messages. Choosing is super important. You're going to choose in your heart before that this person comes in. If you are single, you're going to choose in your heart. From admiring everything, admiring, being grateful, because admiring, it has some kind of negative connotation. From being grateful for all that you have been given in your life, for all that you have constructed. Seeing this person as well as a funny person. This is somebody who has a good sense of humor and who has a way with money, with business, with creating a beautiful life on earth, and you that's gonna be beautiful for you. So somebody with a strong earth energy, whether it is in their planets or not in their planets, doesn't really matter, but somebody who has learned, could be a Taurus, could be a Virgo or a Capricorn, but this can be all planets. I mean, depends on your synastry of your two charts, but this is somebody who has reached a maturity, and this is a mature thing, and you've been, like, it's been coming for you, but the losses and the disappointments are definitely over. You are choosing happiness within you. I am so happy for you, Aquarius. Thank you so much for watching, for spending this time with me. Thank you for subscribing, for liking, for commenting. This is a fairly new channel, so that helps these readings forward so I can do them for you every month. Thank you so much, and see you in November.